Welcome back to the podcast. Today we are going to be talking about cum. Who would like to start us off?
Well, I'm the expert on cum, so I really like the viscosity of it. Just the thickness of cum. You just want a thick load, and just prioritizing how thick you can make that fucking load.
This was fucking start the timer, you piece of shit.
Well, 11 seconds. That's enough for me.
First second of the podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
I realize I'm not supposed to cuss in the first 2 minutes, but I don't care.
Oh, well, fuck.
You already said
cum. Oh, shit.
Well, cum's not a cuss word.
Is cum not a cuss word?
I wonder how it would register.
Would you say it at school?
Yes, all the time.
But it's not.
I'd be like,
hey, can you come over and check out my report?
I'd be like, hey, Mr. Shaw, how do you feel about cum? You know?
Dude, he would say it's one of those Burt Rector.
You remember when you had the gingerbread? You showed him the Gingerbread Man, the fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
Is that the picture?
No, we had a presentation and like he had to check all of our slides before he presented. And we were like, you should click the link on the final slide. And he was like, all right.
Is it the sources?
And then he said, this is good so far. And then the final slide came to fruition. And then, our sources. And it was the link to...
Was it only the
Shrek interrogation scene.
Was the only source?
Was that the picture? Like
the only source was the Shrek interrogation scene.
Someone was going to... I think I was going to edit, like, porn on the fucking screen.
That is...
Sex gifts.
Absurd.
We did that for Tyler
Sex gifts. God, I remember in health class in sophomore year, me and my friend Curtis, we literally just put a picture of a guy hanging himself, and we were surprised when we got in trouble for it.
Really?
We were like, okay, I mean, it's a real thing that happens, and she was like, this is not.
Are you talking about the mental health issues?
Yeah, it was. We were doing depression, and we were it wasn't a guy. It wasn't a guy who actually hanged himself. It was like he was smiling with like a new smile. He was like,
okay, that's
yeah.
And,
and it was just a stock photo, and she was like, that's not appropriate. And we were like, what do you mean?
He's happy.
I was with a girl and I named it the Suicides without even
Oh my
noticing.
god.
And she was like, you can't put that. And I
can't.
Have you guys seen the pictures of like the slides that are up like insanely high and they just lead, they're like out a window of like a fucking insanely high building and they lead to just nothing and they call it the Suicides?
Oh my god, yes, yeah. The fucking,
Doesn't Japan have all of those?
I don't know.
Probably.
God
knows how high their rate is.
Yeah.
Man, we're on.
That's our first topic.
Hey,
from cum to suicide.
Can someone do me a favor, either Grayson or Griffin, since you have your phones accessible? Can you look up what state in the U.S. has the highest suicide rate?
Sure.
I'm just curious.
What would we call it?
Well, I think city-wise, I think it's Seattle.
Really? That seems legit. Because they're like, oh, Sleepless in Seattle is such a shitty movie, so they just...
Yeah, it's so fucking dark and
like,
sad.
What do we have? iCarly?
Wyoming. Which is ironic because there's the least amount of people in Wyoming.
I think that wouldn't be fair though, because like if one guy killed himself in Wyoming, that'd be like half the population.
Well, yeah, because
did you actually know that their population was really originally 1 million, but now it's 300,000 because all of them just committed suicide?
Well, if you lived in Wyoming, you would kill yourself too.
The suicide rate per 100,000 people is 29.3.
It's pretty crazy.
That is a lot. Second is Alaska, 28.5.
That's because there's nothing to do there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're like.
They're like, well, fuck it, better than moving.
What state has the lowest suicide rate? Like
everyone's like,
woo! Yeah.
What if it's like,
yeah, we love it here.
I think it's like Hawaii or something, if I had to guess, because they're all like
sacred.
Aloha honkies, you know.
Let's check what Wikipedia has to say about it.
New
Jersey.
That's bullshit.
That sounds like
No, I've been there, and it's just a bunch of happier New Yorkers. So honestly, it's...
I also went there this year, and I just can't stand it. But
yeah. But then again, New York is second to last with 8.3, so this could be skewed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's with the higher populations.
We in Ohio are sitting at a comfy 15.1.
Hey,
nice.
We're in the middle of mediocrity.
All right. I know that Columbus is one of the most, like, we cuss the most in Columbus.
Oh, yeah, we do.
But, so, I heard that on the radio.
Did you hear it on the Columbus radio?
I think also, I think Maryland's
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Person from Maryland.
Yeah, Ohio is in the top 5 most likely to curse. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
What's the least likely to curse? Like North Dakota?
North Dakota?
No, I think it's somewhere in the South.
Yeah, North and South Dakotas are among the most courteous.
Because they're near Canada. So.
Canadians never curse. It's actually illegal to curse in Canada.
Least courteous is Wisconsin,
I said jam
Massachusetts,
in Canada
Indiana,
one time, and they
Tennessee,
had-
and Ohio.
Oh yeah.
And least likely to curse, Washington, Arizona, Texas, Virginia.
Texas?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I know that because they all like each other. They're all too
They just
busy
shoot
sucking
guns.
each other off.
They all like each other, and then there's Austin.
Brokeback.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe they can't hear like the swear words clear enough because people are just firing their guns.
They're gonna and like driving their trucks
Yeah.
to the fucking down without the muffler.
And then it slightly rains or snows, and then they all just fucking
just-
crash
yeah.
and die.
Exactly.
Oh my god! This is at least a millimeter of snow.
Oh my god, my lifted truck can't take this.
No, my lifted truck is going off the road straight into the hospital.
Oh,
The thermostat's busted. No.
Oh my god.
Oh God forbid! I don't think we've been in 30-degree weather yet.
Has anyone here actually been to Texas?
Yeah, I went last year.
How was it?
It was okay. The driving wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but I went to all the major cities: San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Austin.
Did you go to Arlen?
Arlen? No, I did
King of
not.
the Hill.
Oh, yeah, I did not go. I think the worst driving out of all the cities was probably Houston.
Houston is pretty shit.
But no, yeah, people weren't as stupid as I thought they would be. But it's kind of crazy because I also went to West Texas, and it gets like the speed limit's like 85 out there.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
How heavy was their southern draw down there? Is that as expected?
It was not as expected because Texas recently has been getting a lot of people from different states.
True.
Because they all moved
Probably why they're getting more blue.
there. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I noticed that.
Those Midwesterners. Like, I smell a storm approaching.
Wow, speaking of
Oh, yeah,
storms, let's get on to the breaking news. Storm Iowa or whatever it's called. Hurricane Ian.
Storm
Iowa.
Iowa in Florida.
Storm Iowa.
You don't
Iowa's
wanna know.
invading
So basically,
from the north to the south.
Ian Johnson, what the fuck, man? Why you
Yeah,
doing
Yeah,
that?
what the fuck,
Johnson.
Ian?
Yeah. So we all know
I
this.
knew
guy's
there was
crazy.
something wrong with that guy.
He's
I
clearly
knew,
insane.
couldn't trust him.
Anyway, so the storm is approaching Florida, okay? They got to get out of there.
No, it's
They gotta
there.
They got to get some slurp juice. They got to get some chug jugs. All right, the storm is
You gotta get their gold scar ready, you know?
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
off this fucking storm.
As we were
Golden
saying this,
pasta.
people are dying. There are people dying to this hurricane right
got
now.
fucking, like,
There's
tornadoes
technically people
running
dying to
around.
suicide, but we also went over
That's
that.
true. That's
too.
true.
Oh my god. Anyways, let's get to like the real gritty here. All right, the drama.
We're
gonna do
between
the
you
gritty?
and okay, the gritty between you and
Oh yeah, apparently.
Who's you?
Griffin.
I am unaware of this, but apparently Grayson and Griffin have some beef of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It unfortunately it kind of got squashed as soon as we saw
Yeah.
each other. The whole idea was that we don't know each other. And as long as we kept that going, we would hate each other's guts.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have too much in common.
I know.
Yeah, we were like talking.
You look the same.
Yeah.
True.
So we've heard since my fucking freshman year.
Yeah, and that's actually really funny because even though I would say both of us have probably made drastic changes to their
Yeah.
appearances in the past
Yeah.
2 years, like we still look similar.
Yeah, we still long
I
hair.
just like to imagine they're like, oh, Griffin looks like
I
this.
just gotta look different.
We coordinated thinking the same thing.
It just and then it just happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah. Anyways, they had barrier aggression. So I couldn't keep it.
Well, it can only
I think what because throughout high school, it was just kind of like we would just be in somewhat of a close proximity to each other, but never like just
Yeah.
like where we actually saw each other. So
Yeah.
like people around us knew each other, and so and occasionally like Grant has been notorious for like mistaking our names.
yes.
And so he would call
How is
like
that possible?
I don't know how it's possible.
What do you mean? Oh, hey Griffin, how's it going?
Yeah.
Like,
His mom did it. Grant's mom did it.
Yeah, his,
It runs in the
okay.
family.
I guess
Yeah, Grant's mom did it.
My mom has done that too because she's had 5 children, so she
Yeah.
always calls us different names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a terrible mother.
Why?
Wow.
I mean, it all
Kidding,
started.
of course.
It all started when Grant and Holden. I think it was just you and Holden. In math class in my freshman year, pretty sure this is when we met because we can't think of it. We don't have any other memories
I thought I
before
like
that.
met you like at least like some like event or
You'd
something
think.
before that.
But he was like, he looks like Grayson. And I'm like, who the fuck is Grayson? And I didn't even believe you were a real person until I saw
His name
you.
was Grayson.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Grayson? Like, it's you. You're Grayson.
And you know what's funny
Oh,
is
yeah.
that the exact same thing happened on like my side, where it's just like, you're like Griffin. I'm like, who the fuck's Griffin?
And it all started from that. It was literally where it all started.
But yeah, so and then today, Grant was talking about like having some mystery guest, and I was just like, who the fuck could he possibly be bringing? I had no idea. And evidently, with like Griffin, he did like something similar with you.
Yeah, he told me there's going to be an interview. I was like, I just assumed he was joking, so I just glossed over it.
Interview with Seth Rogen?
Yeah, and then he picked me up and we were hanging out. He was like, "Are you ready for the interview?" I was like, "Grant, what the fuck are you talking about?"
And so then I go on my mysterious call in the back, and then this guy's hiding out there trying to listen to the conversation.
Yeah, I snuck in to listen. And I heard him say, "Grayson will be here." I was like, "Grayson!"
Yeah, so I think Grant's focal point was you two, because when it comes to me, so he called me and he was like, "Are we doing your house?" I was like, "Oh, we can do your house," and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then we hang up, and then I fall back asleep, assuming that like he's gonna call me again or something, and he never called me again. And I woke up, it's like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, "Oh, are we still doing it?" And he's like, "Oh, they're already here." And I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?"
Did I say they?
No, you said Grayson.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Just give it away.
All
All right, hey everybody, we're doing nothing. We have done
Yeah.
nothing the whole video.
Yeah, and then I tell Grant I want to play Civ Revolution. He calls me a Neanderthal.
Yeah, this Neanderthal. So, have you guys had any experience with civilization?
A little bit.
I don't like civilization.
My dad likes it.
This guy got nuked by Gandhi one too many times.
I think the Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
All right, let's talk about the socioeconomic climate of the United States and how it's going to affect the future
The stock
generations.
market
huh?
How will this
back
affect
up.
LeBron's legacy?
Shut the fuck up, Grayson.
This was the move that made LeBron cry. Let's talk about
guys
the
know-
stock market. Let's talk about the supply and the demand.
You guys know
here.
I killed the Queen of England?
I was there.
That's not fun.
That's not funny.
as you
Grant,
bust
a
out
British loyalist over here. Fucking-
Oh, you talk about my queen, isn't it?
Blimey!
Blimey! I'll ride you up in the trolley and with the drive-by
That's a load
with
of
my knife.
poppycock.
Grant's probably rooting for Prince Harry to become the president.
Who the fuck is Prince Harry?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind.
He's been disowned. We don't talk about
Prince
it. anymore.
Harry.
Oh, I see.
He marries
So,
the Americans.
is that your stance on Prince Harry? You don't like
Yeah.
him because he married an American?
Yeah.
No, that's good for us.
just
We got a
old.
spy on the inside.
yeah.
It's literally just like the fucking
Prince
the
Harry's just
70s.
a beta
1770s.
Carson Wentz. Do you know who Carson Wentz is?
What the fuck are you doing?
Look at a picture of Carson Wentz and Prince Harry and compare the two.
Carson.
He's a football
Let's talk
player.
about football.
Yeah, he's a football player.
John Madden died.
Dude, this was like
Dude, he doesn't even
months
look
ago.
like an athlete.
Okay, but John NCAA is coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back to life.
He's
Yeah.
coming back
He's
with the
coming
new
back.
NCAA. I think what 2023.
Well, you don't have Holden anymore to talk to you about
Yeah, I
sports.
see it.
So
Yeah. Dude, the thing is, I didn't know Griffin was gonna be on today. I was gonna invite Nate over, and we are gonna talk about football a little bit. But I guess we can't talk about
no
Football.
more
The
football.
Bengals won last
You can't
night.
put
They
Nate
did.
Griffin in the same
I
room.
see
No,
the
I would
result,
never
so-
make that mistake.
Yeah, there you go. You can show the other people if you want.
I just.
Oh,
Well, you have to. Well, I don't know if I can do a comparison.
God, can we talk about that Ohio State Wisconsin game?
Yeah, a week ago.
That was fucked. That was fucked up to watch.
Oh yeah, Grant.
What happened?
Grant has ties to Wisconsin. Oh, Ohio State won by like 50.
Dude, it was bad. It was a landslide. I was like, all right, Big Ten game. This will be enjoyable. We're not going to demolish them. Oh, they never stood a chance.
I didn't expect to win by that much, honestly.
I was hoping.
They left the controller on, and they left it.
Obviously, I was
Sorry,
hoping to
guys.
win, but like, I wanted to enjoy watching it.
And as of the day we're recording it, tomorrow we're playing Rutgers, so that's
Oh.
gonna be extremely challenging.
Oh, yeah.
Rutgers. We said.
Hey, we always fumble one game we should win every year.
True, but I hope it's not against
I
Rutgers.
really hope it's not Rutgers.
Yeah,
That'd be embarrassing.
extremely embarrassing. What the heck is that, Grayson?
It's a syringe pen.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
You press like to retract it. It's like near the stem of it. Well, don't write on the fucking. What is your
I
problem?
just wrote hello.
What the? This is premium. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It was premium.
Rocker side view. What does that even mean?
The Rutgers, because they're gonna win tomorrow.
Oh, we got a Rutgers fan over
somebody
here.
keep
Grant's
calling
getting the
you?
call.
Oh, whoops.
Grant is getting
Oh,
the
is that
call.
Scam Likely? What a slut.
Yeah.
She calls me all the time,
Oh man.
begging for my name.
Begging
Nah.
for strips. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. I just
I
don't
can
know why
use
you
white
just
out.
randomly.
He had to test out the validity of his pen.
That's so
He
true.
didn't know
So
there was
necessary.
paper right there.
Oh wait, let me test it on paper.
No, he already tested it.
Do it on a correct. Well, yeah, you already tested. You've already had enough testing.
That's enough testing for you, pal.
All right, fair enough.
You're
Dude,
Christopher
I,
Let's
wish,
talk about-
I wish you were my teacher in high school.
Let's talk about superheroes.
Okay.
What about him?
What do you can't just say, let's talk about superheroes. There's gotta
Alright,
be
let's
Let's
divide
talk about
superheroes
that.
by colors. Okay, let's do blue. Blue superhero.
blue superheroes.
I think Superman would be
How'd
the
you
best
come up
one.
with that?
A-Train.
No, Blue Beetle.
A-Train.
I think Blue Beetle is
How'd you
mine.
think of that topic?
I don't know. I don't know.
Heroes.
I don't know.
A-Train when he sees a happy couple.
Probably just go Captain America.
Countermaker's your favorite blue. Who's your favorite? Is it A-Train for real?
I don't know. I'm not a big superhero guy. A-Train's pretty
Are you
funny.
a big super villain fan?
No, I'm not a big super. I'm not a big super guy.
In a world where everyone's super,
No one is.
What about you?
Nightwing.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good choice.
Dick
Yeah.
Grayson.
Isn't he kind of like
Racist.
not
why
what
I
I was
like
gonna
him.
say? Don't say that's why I like him so much.
Oh my! They know he's joking. They know he's joking. They know this guy.
Actually, they might not.
That's true.
That is-
Yeah, some guy's first episode.
Their first episode.
Like, yeah, I
Sounds
get
like
a
an
this guy.
asshole.
But every one of those is gonna be like, I like this guy.
Oh my god! But no, I'd say Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He's like wannabe Spider-Man. in my
That's kind of
eyes.
true. That's kind of true.
And I don't like him, which is funny because Spider-Man's my favorite.
Oh really?
He's my favorite as well.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
I mean, Spider-Man's a classic. He's
Yeah.
like, come on. But
What are you,
Told me
fucking
when
communist?
you
You don't like
me.
Spider-Man or some shit? You know what I mean?
favorite red hero?
Flash.
Oh, what's the Flash's name? Like Tommy Wiseau or
What the
something?
Tommy was so.
You have
yeah.
Wally West
Barry
or Barry
Allen.
Allen. One of the two. You chose-
Tommy
No,
was
Tommy
out.
Wiseau.
Dude, I
Adam
want to
West?
see that.
I said
Tommy
Wally.
Wiseau?
Imagine Tommy Wiseau is like
Oh,
the
hi,
fucking
bud.
I did
key
not say
figure in
Adam West.
Flashpoint.
I said Wally West.
Well, Adam was. No, my favorite is by far Mario.
Oh my God!
That's a good
Is he considered a hero?
Yeah, he's Super
He-
Mario.
I mean, yeah, he's
Super-
Super
yeah.
Mario. He is definitely a hero.
It's like Superman. He's just, you know.
Like,
You not call him a superhero?
he has feats of super strength that. He has feats of super strength that many heroes
They have
that
super strength. He
have
squishes
super
the Goomba.
strength haven't
I squish it
come
in the
close to.
That's true. I mean, he could probably beat like Superman if he jumped on Superman's head. Like, you don't know how much damage his shoes do. Like,
He's lifted entire towers on
that's
his own.
true. That's so
Just
true.
a squat.
Yeah, Mario caused 9/11.
That's
It's not where I was
that's
going
just
with
too
it.
far. Or they were live, you fucking idiot.
Mario wasn't alive. I think he was alive like 20 years before
I said
9/11.
we are live, as in like this is on air.
Oh, I was alive. Oh, we were live.
If it was live, it could
Yeah.
have cut that racist bit out earlier.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Racism is in the eye of the beholder. Okay.
We're okay. Who's holding the bees?
The eye of, what's the Lord of the Rings thing?
Sauron?
Oh, Armageddon? You think this guy?
Armageddon. That's my favorite character in Lord of the Rings is Armageddon.
Oh my
Armageddon.
god.
I love when Armageddon goes,
Grandma.
every lord has its ring.
Oh my god. It
And
wouldn't
then Lord of the
You
Rings
guys
all
ever
over
play
the bad guy.
Worms? Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Okay, it wouldn't be a
Armageddon.
proper podcast with me and Grayson if we didn't talk about Yakuza. And now we have another
Yeah,
guest to talk to us about
We
Yakuza.
can talk about Yakuza.
So let's talk about the empty lot. Okay? Who do you think gets the empty
That was
lot?
like the first. Wait, when you were on that one time, we talked about the empty lot.
Yeah, the empty lot. What do you think about the empty lot? Do you even know about the empty lot? Or is that too ahead of your time?
It might be out of my time.
Ah.
Wait,
Give it.
you've watched like videos on the games, or
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yakuza
I've
Zero.
been-
It's Yakuza Zero. That's the whole plot revolves
Yeah.
around the empty lot.
Mhm.
Because they
Yeah.
want it, but they don't know the owner. But then they find the owner.
I just know mostly
And then you
about
gotta kill the owner.
Majima and Nishiki in that game.
Majima and Nishiki. Man. Nishiki's so tragic.
Unfortunate life.
It's really unfortunate. I see Lee as well. A very bad tragedy.
Yeah, Lee was weird in that game because it's like he doesn't really like when you when they like, rewatch like the scenes with him. It's like they don't really like get along, Majima and Lee. Like he's just like, yeah, we're gonna kill somebody. He's like, no, let's not do that. And they're just like, oh yeah, and
No, just kill somebody.
All right, is Goro Majima better as a good guy or a bad guy?
He's kind of like, I think he's
He's like he's kind of like Venom.
Yeah, he is like he's kind of like anti-hero type guy.
Like he's like Venom to Spider-Man.
I think that well, because he's kind of a villain. I mean, you do fight against him in a lot of the games,
and he kind of just likes to fuck with you.
Yeah, I think honestly his worst performance was in Kiwami because they made Majima everywhere, which is really funny for 5 minutes. But then when you have to like do them, like when you have to start beating up Majima on the trash can, like
they also made him Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he was in the dub of Yakuza 1. Well, I think he's better in Yakuza 1 though, because he only shows up like a few times in the story. And so I think because of that it hits a little bit like more actually. So.
Is the dub of Yakuza good?
No. In Yakuza 1.
Yeah. Is it?
There's so much like the thing about the dub in Yakuza 1 is there's so much like unnecessary swearing, and it's in like the PlayStation 2.
Bring that shit.
And the dub doesn't like line up perfectly sometimes. So there's like some points where they're just like, let's kill this dumb motherfucker. Like,
so it's like bad enough to where it's funny.
It's hilarious. But Mark Hamill voices Majima in the Yakuza 1
10 years in the joint, man. You
a fucking pussy. Yeah, it's crazy. And then there's like a character. The character's in Kiwami actually. His name's Punk Ass Abe. It's so funny. He's not like a main character or anything. He's just some guy you beat up. But his name's Punk Ass Abe.
Punk Ass Abe.
I guess Abe.
That's beautiful.
Oh my god. Let's talk about Shinzo Abe.
Oh yeah,
that's a tragedy.
That is tragic.
Did
we ever talk about that? Because that happened a while ago.
I don't think so.
Poor guy. He just wanted his citizens to have babies.
And then he was shot with like a
DIY gun.
Yeah, like what do you think about that? Like, because like they banned guns in Japan, but like he made one. So like, what could they have done to stop that, if anything? Do you think that they could have done?
Kill the guy who shot him first.
It's so true. He's so true.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think they could have done to stop him?
I think we banned department stores.
That's clearly the way to go. Owen, what do you think?
A mass bombing.
Make it work.
We tried that. We already tried that, and
we did try that twice.
It kind of led to anime women.
Which, for better or worse. That's
good for us in America, not so great for Japan.
They're struggling with their body pillows and their otaku.
They're just straight up choosing anime women over their own women.
Have you guys seen the like apartments that some people live in Japan, like the otaku will live in, where it's just like a fucking closet, basically?
You can marry fake women.
Yeah.
He married Miku.
And they do it.
Grant married his computer in 5th grade.
We got divorced.
But these are adults.
Yeah.
These are adults that are like, yeah, I want this.
Miku, yeah.
These ones and zeros.
You don't think Grant was an adult in 5th grade?
Yeah, come on. Well, in Africa,
Grant looked exactly the same, like goatee and everything.
Actually, no.
Exactly.
He looked. I'm like one of the only people that knows what prepubescent Grant looks like, and that's 5th grade. And then 6th grade is when he hit his puberty.
I can't imagine.
Ever since 6th grade, he's looked the same.
I can't imagine a
grade,
prepubescent Grant. It doesn't click in my mind. It's asinine to me.
I remember what your voicemail was like recorded like forever ago. It was like
it was recorded in 4th grade. I remember that.
But it was like that in high school. Like we called your number and it was that.
I think now it's just like to get rid of it. I just played like nothing. It's like air.
Yeah, when I called you like earlier and it went to voicemail and it was just like it sounded like you picked up for a second, but it was just like nothing good. That it was like leave a message.
It was just you can just turn it off, right?
I know you can, but I thought it'd be funny if it was just nothing.
I always thought you'd be one of those guys to be like, hello.
Hello.
Like, just kidding. I can't pick up the phone right now.
Were you in the car for that? So Jared was driving around or whatever, and he called Vinny from Home Depot, and Holden was in the front seat, I was in the back seat, and then Vinny was like, hello, and he was like, hi, how's it going? And then he goes, hello, he's like, hi, how's it going? I'm just trying to, and then he goes, ha, I gotcha, and then Holden goes, you literally got fucked by Vinny.
Hello. Now, getting hit with that is like falling for a Yo Mama joke.
Oh, yeah.
Or like falling for a D's Nuts joke. Like, you just have to sit there in pure shame.
So the story with you two, with like how you found out about each other, that's how I found out about Vinny, because everyone's like, "Oh, you're just like Vinny." I was like, "Who the fuck is this Vinny guy?" I still never met the guy.
Vinny was a coworker at Home Depot who is probably like 30 years old.
He's not real. This guy's not
he's
real.
fake.
Oh my god.
So what did Vinny do that was like so crazy?
He was just like weird. I don't know.
He had a rivalry with Joe, I guess.
A little bit, yeah. But he was mostly just like this. Just like socially, he was just kind of weird because he would be like I remember one time I needed something, so I went over to the lumber department and Vinny was over there. He was with like Holden or something, and I was like, "Hey, can I need you guys help with something?" And he was like, "Yeah, I tell these people like how to put the wood back correctly. You do one at a time. You don't do 9 at once. Like you're trying to break out." I'm like, I just need something real quick. And he's like, "Yeah, and Jared thinks I'm an asshole because I'm gonna do it my own way." I'm like, dude, I just need something, man. So yeah, he's just weird.
How are you gonna be 30 beefing with teenagers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared was like 18.
That's always been absurd. Oh god, what was his name? He was the 35-year-old hot swinging guy.
Oh my god.
What was his name?
Oh shit, what was his
name?
Was it
like Ricky? No, it wasn't Ricky.
It was the green. Oh my god, he had green Powerade. Green Powerade's not a flavor. That's he just fucking. He bring alcohol. What was his name?
Green Powerade.
Sean is the.
Don't.
I don't want to bring up Sean.
Oh, we gotta talk about Sean.
I mean, we'll talk about Sean in a little bit, but
we'll call him Ricky. Because I cannot think of his name.
I call him King Julian.
Ricky, he was...
Dude, he was fucking...
He was
insane. He danced in the kitchen around like... We were afraid he was going to fall into the fryer.
Yeah, he would always bring alcohol, dance around.
Because he'd come on with green Powerade. That's the only flavor that they didn't make green... that's the only... That Powerade didn't make. Like, they had green apple Gatorade. There's no green Powerade. No, yeah. Okay, he wasn't fooling anybody with his little green Powerade.
And he would slowly, throughout his shift, just get more and more like, fucking drunk and act weirder and weirder. Dude, throw hot trays around, hot swinging.
He starts dancing in the kitchen. He's just like dancing away, and we're just like...
I swear he's done coke in the back room. There's like, he has to have.
Dude, that guy's fucking...
He's whipping up a concoction in that Powerade bottle.
And you want to know what he went on to be after McDonald's? A truck driver.
Oh God.
And he's
on his green
Powerade. I was like, he's guaranteed still drinking his green Powerade.
Yeah, while driving. I think he got fired recently. No, yeah, he did, because he called back trying to get his job back.
Wow.
He got blacklisted from McDonald's? Dear God.
We didn't want it because we already had Sean, and we're like, dude, this Sean is already... Okay, so let me talk about Sean really quick. Yeah. All right, so Sean, when he first started working there, we're like, this guy's... I knew that this guy was kind of weird. I thought he was like psychopathic. He was like insane.
He might be.
He fucking... Okay, so like when you were talking to him, he's like one of those guys who like... So like you'll like say something to him, and you're like, and like he would say stuff, but like it wasn't intelligible. It was like I was like, well, not like that. He just says so much stuff at like once. It feels like his words are just like pouring out of him, and like you just can't understand him. And so like, but like he would also, and then Mumble, he'd like keep it to himself. He'd like say stuff to himself, but then he'd want you to know. It's just impossible.
It's like a broken NPC.
Anyway, so like that one week I wasn't there. This was like near when he started. Everyone's telling me this story. Okay, so there's some. Okay, so we have this outlet. All right, and like you already know it's bad as soon as I bring up the outlet. Okay, there's a little piece of something, like a prong stuck in the outlet, and we haven't used that outlet for like months. And so, and he wanted to get it out. Okay, so him being the genius that he was, didn't ask anyone to turn the power off. Okay, that's already bad. And his tool of choice one of the teenagers' Batman knives. Metal. It's all metal, and it was like a dual. It was a dual knife, so dual-sided knife. He's already that stupid. He's using the worst knife for the job, and he's digging in there trying to get the fucking prong out. And you already know what happens. Okay, he shocks himself. Okay.
First of all, this guy should not be trusted with a knife to begin with.
In McDonald's to begin with. Oh my god.
And then he's just shoving it in a fucking outlet.
He's just shoving it in an outlet, and he gets shocked. And so he says he almost died, and what he saw was heaven with I think like Michael Jordan or something.
He's not even dead.
Not Michael. It was
Kobe
Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah, it was Tupac.
Michael Jordan with Tupac.
I don't remember. It's just whatever Sean says. Sean doesn't speak English. I was trying to get this out of him. It was like he was speaking nonsense. Anyways, well, he does speak English. It's just like not a form I understand.
It's
his own.
Guy, he's like the guy from King of the Hill.
And I'm like, did you see anything else? And I'm like, did you see anything else? And he's like, and then I saw the Great Wall of China with Chinese people doing kung fu. And then he
What
started
the
bringing
fuck?
up fucking what was the one movie? Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. Okay, so you already know this guy's crazy. Okay. Anyways, when he cleaned grill, okay, because you know how what a grill is, right? You're not that. It's like a slab of metal.
You know what a grill is?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not like grated. But
Yeah,
it's like a slab of metal.
It's
like
just
from SpongeBob.
It's like the hot plate.
Yeah, hot plate.
And so so when you clean it, it's like you scrape it off and then you like clean it, and it'll still be like a little bit dirty. Okay,
Yeah.
he would not stop cleaning until it was like. He literally would remove like a single layer of metal off the top just to get it to be fucking shiny again, where it looks as new as it came in. And he would do that every night, and that'd be no one could get mad at him because it's come on, he's cleaning the store, that's just he's making it clean.
Yeah.
But he would take it until 3 a.m, and we had to sit there and wait for him, and so we were stuck. And I remember he wanted to play games some nights, and we just couldn't because Sean was just cleaning for hours, and we're like,
and keep in mind, McDonald's is always understaffed, so there's 3 people closing, and he just focuses entirely
so
on
to close
the
rest of his
smallest
area
part.
while he's just doing grill. Anyways.
It's absurd.
Yeah, and he when he cleans, he uses whole bottles of cleaner. So whenever we're cleaning in the other days, we have no more cleaner because he's used it all on the grills. And so everywhere else is dirty, but the fucking sparkly ass grill. And he's like, "Look at my grill, it's so good."
Yeah, I used to work at Cane's, and what they did was just for the grill. I think what they take is just because we made toast, and so they just all right, take a piece of toast and just fucking brush the grill.
So okay. When you work at Cane's, do you if you work the front, do you have to yell that when people come in?
I don't know. It's been years since I worked there.
Oh, because every time I
don't think they did though.
Every time I go into Cane's and they yell 3 in, I'm like, that's weird.
Really?
It's just
I thought it was weird. When I went one time,
That's interesting.
they had people come
maybe
up.
it's just the one.
Yeah.
They had people come up to while we were. I think Owen and I went. And we were sitting down eating, and people were coming up and be like, "Oh,
they did that in Waffle House for me.
Oh, fill out this survey or whatever." I'm like, "Oh
no, I'm not doing that."
No.
Yeah, the surveys. Oh my
I see people still working at fast food places now that I've seen working there for years. I'm like, how the fuck are you still there?
Yeah, Grant.
I only work 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So.
No, I see people that are
You're a full-time student, so.
Yeah. So I can if I had to work no, I could not work there full time.
You go to college,
right?
No, I'm currently just a degenerate.
Hey, me too, man.
Just working.
No! I forgot. Where do you guys work? Say it at the same time.
UPS.
Oh.
So that's our common ground.
On Trayview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What job do you do and what time?
I unload at night. So
night?
11 o'clock.
Oh my God, you brave soul.
It's actually easier at night because the twilight gets it the most rough because they get a lot of shit in, and then we get a little bit of the leftovers, and then the rest is easy.
No, twilight gets the worst of it because everyone goes to twilight, so that means they have to deal with whatever's left over from the 5 day sort workers, including me.
Oh, you're a day sort.
Yeah, I'm day sort, and they just have to deal with the mountain of packages that we leave over, and every time they're like, "Oh my God," and we're like, "Sorry, sucks for you fuckers. We're out. I've been here for ever. I'm gone."
Yeah, I've also been there quite a long time. I only started working there because senior year, Hud Moore brought it up to me. He was like, "Oh, yeah, I worked at UPS," and I was like, "Okay," and then I started working there, and apparently he still works there, and he's a supervisor at Twilight. And every now and again, last week I saw him 4 times. I walk in while he's walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. Oh my God, UPS. That place is fucked.
Yeah, it is. The management is terrible too.
It used to be good. That's the worst part.
Yeah, it did actually. It was actually pretty good.
Used to actually have good days.
Grant and I think we lasted around the same amount of time.
I got Grant and Grayson.
Oh no, I lasted a month. You lasted a week.
Oh, you went the whole month.
I got Grant and Grayson.
Because I had to put
work
my
at
2 weeks
UPS,
in. My parents
and it was very
not
short lived because they got stuck in the load.
Yeah.
So
I escaped the load.
Well, I don't think anyone told me hey, tell them you want to be an unloader.
And not only that, they gave me the shittiest. They gave me the 1970s equipment where the fucking.
Oh, you have to scan every single one.
And you have to push and pull this shit in. It was
Oh, you still have to do that.
Do you remember what section you worked at? Was it PD2?
He was like PD6.
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 Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was, and like, okay, so I know you hate Harry Potter, but when you did like the class, I felt like it was a Harry Potter with the sorting hat and like a shoe it's like you get to go to hell, and like you get to go to heaven.
Yeah.
You just have to go look at packages.
I remember being in that meeting like 2.5 years ago, and like fucking, I got fortunate. I was at a table with 2 other guys. And they're like, oh, you two need to do e-regs, but you are good to unload. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Damn, they got sent straight to e-regs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually...
You get to go to hell.
And then they went to another table, and they're like, your load. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Being told you're in the load is like someone shooting you in the foot.
So I got like the...
And then throwing you to an undead horde.
Yeah, my
That's how it
fucking...
felt, yeah.
My table got like... Oh, yeah, my table got unload, and then what was like the one where you just get to look at the packages
That's
go by?
tender.
Yeah, and one got fucking that, and I'm like, what?
Wait, he got fucking tender?
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, from the
shit's
start.
changed. Now you can literally only get load, unload, or small sort.
Yeah. Those are the only 3 you can get.
Cannot start on e-regs, cannot start where I'm at, DA, can't start on tender.
Damn.
Tender is like, if you get sent to tender now,
Well, I think the guy
at
was
least in days
older.
order.
The guy was older, and like you could tell, like he didn't look like
maybe he
had, like,
moved.
fucking
He might have
everything.
moved from a different...
Yeah, that's true, and like he had to redo the class.
To be honest with tender, they at least from my experience, if you get sent up there, it means that you suck at unloading. So you get to fucking go up there. But
Loading was awful.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
and you had to play Tetris with giant boxes
Well,
that fall on your head.
what frustrated
It's
me
like
was
Tetris, but
because the first week is pretty much orientation, and the last
Yeah.
day is like your first full
Full
kind of day
day.
there. And it was my first day doing this shit, and you have some guy who's like your trainer and just barking at you, get this fucking done, dude, like up to this pace. I'm like, I can't fucking, like, I'm learning how to do my shit right now.
And which sort were you on? Twilight?
well,
I was
he was
Night? Oh,
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, I got Grant and Grayson to work night.
Yeah.
Which trainer did you have?
I don't know what his fucking name was.
My trainer wasn't.
He was like a
He was
newer
like-
trainer though, from what I gathered.
Yeah, like he wasn't barking at me, but like you could tell he really wanted me to like go faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is my first fucking day. Like, I can't do this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. When I was sent to the load, I got a really good trainer, but I was being co-trained with like another new hire.
Yeah. Mhm.
And this guy, he lied about having autism. So you already know he was a piece of shit.
Yep.
Right.
And oh my god, he was the worst. Every time, like, our trainer understood we were new, so he wouldn't really yell at us to like go faster and shit. He would yell if we constantly ignored what he was saying about being safe. And every day, this guy is talking to me, and this trainer is my friend. He's my friend. He's the reason I got the job.
That's good.
And he's like, man, I hate our trainer. He's an asshole. Always getting mad at me. And I look at him like, bro, he's right. You're terrible at this job. And he just lets boxes fall on him. Doesn't use oh my god, it was horrible.
The loading ladder.
And it got to the point where I couldn't even get trained.
I hated the
It
loading
sucked, but
ladder.
you had to use it.
I hated
And it got to the point where I couldn't even get trained because my trainer had to spend all his time making sure this kid doesn't fucking die.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
the first week where I don't have a trainer, oh my soups were on my ass. Or at least my cover soup. My soup, he didn't really give a fuck. He was kind of just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cover soup, he was like, you're shit at this job. And I was like, fuck you. This is my second week.
The soup sold out to you?
The cover soup. He's like, he didn't say you're shit at this job, but he was like, you have to go faster. I don't care if your load quality goes to shit. You have to be better. And I was like, okay, listen, pal, if I get hurt, it's your fault.
You could absolutely report that guy.
Yeah, and then he got mad at me when my load quality was shit. And I was like, listen up, bro. Pick your poison.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you got to do load too. Yeah, so you know.
Like, workers like Griffin and I, we have supervisors, but we actually have the power because we're union.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I got out of my first 30 days and I was actually part of union, I was like, listen up, bro. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Exactly how it goes.
And I just said, get off my ass, and then he did.
I tend to listen to my supervisors just because I don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for them because I have actually a pretty cool soup.
Yeah.
And then there's assholes like this guy I work with, Will. He's such a piece of shit. He's like it's just a door with like 2 walls, and he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it.
If you're watching
2
this, Will,
walls? That's
Will,
it? And he's
tune
like,
in.
no?
Yeah, because he just got out of a rail, and he's like, I'm not doing anything. Fuck this.
And this is unload?
It's unload.
Unloading 2 walls, and he says no.
It's the easiest shit you could do. And then he's like, nope, I don't want to do it. Fuck that.
Bro, I walk in there, get on my phone for a couple minutes, chill, and I just go with the
Will,
motions.
if you're watching this, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, what do you do now?
I'm in DA, but so I wanted to be a supervisor. Yeah, it's
The department agency? What is this?
Department agency.
pretty much whenever there's bad labels, I just fix them.
Yeah.
It's a really easy job. Or at least it was when I did management. Now they just throw every single package on earth our way, and we just throw them down to chute, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
But anyway, I used to really want to be a supervisor, so I went above and beyond on every single job I did, which made people like me.
Yeah.
So I get thrown around like the fucking slut of that place. Like, if anyone needs to go anywhere, if anything needs help, they always ask for me, and it sucks. So
Yeah.
I'm always getting sent to the unload.
That is one aspect where I say no, is when they're like, oh, can you go do this? I'm like, nah.
I don't get a choice. If I say no, my job is at risk. It's fucked.
The one time I did say no, and they were like, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Jeff about this. I was like, what the fuck? And then they're like, and then they talked to Jeff about it, and then Jeff goes, oh, and how long have you been working here? And I say how long I've been working there. He's like, all right, you're good. I'll get somebody else to go do this.
See, one thing I've realized is if you're ever trying to go somewhere you're not supposed to go, and someone tries to stop you, just say you talked to Jeff.
Yeah. Do you know Jeff?
I talked to Jeff.
No,
That's
there's just a Jeff everywhere. Just say I talked to Jeff.
Jeff's
Yeah,
the,
that's.
the
Do you remember
mystery
the
man
one
at the
like
top.
the
Our
one,
McDonald's
the,
Jeff?
Well, not that, but like the prank video where they walk in, they're like, "Hey, we got to get all this equipment out of
Oh
here."
wait,
yeah.
isn't that like a trailer park?
Yeah, that's
Trailer
what it
Park
was.
Boys?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, just go in with a coffee cup and then just say, I talked to Greg or whatever. You know,
Jeff.
to
It was Jeff.
It was Jeff.
Just say it was Jeff.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, Jeff told you? All right, and then they'll help you. You know?
And yeah, they'll help you. Yeah.
I like how that's like the stereotypical boss.
It's
name.
Jeff.
Jeff.
And
And
the
the thing
thing
is-
is, Jeff too.
it works. You know how like the yard people, they wear that that jacket. I have a hoodie because my brother, he works in construction,
Yeah.
so he has a like for when it gets cold, he has hoodies that have the same design,
That's cool.
and I wear it to work because it's comfortable enough to wear to work. And I just walk wherever the fuck I want. I've gone so many places I'm not allowed to be.
Oh Jesus.
No one says a word because I just have that on,
Yeah.
and people just don't say shit.
Yeah, I bet you could like fucking go like in the middle of the yard.
Yeah, I just walk with confidence, and no one said a word. It's fucking hilarious.
Jeff
Man.
said I could be.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, don't worry. Talk to
Jeff
Jeff.
said you? All right.
Oh, Jeff's a joke guy. He's going there, start stealing packages. Jeff told me to do it.
Jeff told me to bring these to him.
Dude, yeah, don't steal packages from UPS.
It's not like they actually check your
They-
bag.
dude, the security are.
They just play music. I remember that. They would
So
just play
bad.
music. when I worked
Yesterday,
there.
for example, I walked out last night and there was nobody in there. So
Yeah.
I know they have cameras, but like I don't know how they're gonna like. If you like have a hat and like glass like you could probably get out of
yeah,
it.
3 days ago, I walked out with these. I just found these.
Just pull off the Kaczynski look. You
The
know?
the only way you really get caught is if the person or company that's supposed to be getting the item sends a complaint, and then they'll check the cameras and see you took
Yeah,
it.
that's
That's
exactly
the
what it
only
is.
way.
I was planning on stealing some shampoo that like fell out of the box.
So, yeah.
it was like in the crevice. You know where like the
You
truck. like,
probably get away with
You
it.
would, absolutely. Like a year and a half ago, there was like a game. It was like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or whatever inside the truck, and my supervisor Sebastian was like, "Oh man, someone just let this go or whatever," and he threw it back in the truck. I was like, "Hey, we could steal that." He's like, "I'm not gonna promote that." They closed the door.
He's like, come on, let's go. He's like,
Sneak in there.
You could have got a free game.
Yeah, I could have.
Wait a couple months for the new Pokemon to come out.
Wow. Speaking of the devil, it's coming out.
Actually, it's coming out, I think.
Oh my
next
god.
month, right?
Did you guys hear about Wiglet?
Oh, yeah. Did you see the render of it? That looks like
Wait,
Among
what
Us.
does it look like?
It's Pokemon Diglett.
Yeah, Diglett.
It's like a white Diglett, and he's
Okay.
like wiggly with a red
Have you
nose.
not seen it?
Wiglet, and he's
Wiglet.
white.
All right, I got you.
Okay, buddy.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow,
pal.
are you
Okay.
fucking-
I'm not the one who
And
named it.
he's a fucking water
Yeah, but
type.
you pointed it out.
He's a pure water type. He wiggles. That's why he wiggles. Diglett digs.
Of course.
You stupid idiot.
No, but the only time I actually considered stealing something like from UPS was I had it in my hand for like 30 seconds. Was the complete series of Batman the Animated Series. I was gonna steal it. I was like, oh man, I really want to steal this. And then like 3 supervisors walked by. I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave it here.
The closest I came was stealing a I'm trying to remember. It was a really good power source for my computer because I needed a power source upgrade.
There's a lot of computer parts that come in.
It was like, what's your power source? How many watts is yours?
1,000.
Yeah, I think this one was like 800 gold.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, this
was like the second high, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I probably could have stolen it. All things considered, I probably fucking could have.
Resold it.
But I didn't. I was like, fuck, and I just threw it.
Yeah, that's the thing about stealing something. You try to build up the courage to do it, and then you're like,
is it worth it?
What if I
Too
get
many
caught,
witnesses.
Yeah.
And then I have to fucking pay for it, and I don't even get to keep it, and it's just not worth the hassle.
Yeah.
Or I just call Saul Goodman.
Yes, you better call Saul.
Better call Saul. All right. Well, let's do our final
say. Oh, you have a final monologue.
Monologue.
So we talked about work. Let's just finish it up. So this is probably gonna be your last one, right? I don't think you're planning on coming back.
Unless I'm held hostage again.
Unless I hold you hostage again.
I'm probably gonna just say this. If Grant's on again, you might be on, but that's the only thing.
Wow. That's the only time you're coming back on this show.
I'm not trying to be mean, but...
No, I mean, I agree.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I am the one who stole him and threw him on this. So.
This is also going to be the last time I'm outnumbered by 3 GRs.
Yeah.
3-1. I'm the only.
That's unlucky.
Yeah. See, this is the GR group. All right. We need the group.
GR oop.
Oh my God.
Somebody kill this man. Anyways. Remember my closing remark. Maybe you'll be on one more. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know, but you got a pretty busy schedule.
I said that Andrew.
Oh yeah, because I forget. Let's finish up with the work talk. You haven't been to work in a while, right? So explain
man.
Yeah. So he has a surgery, so he's been out of there.
Really?
So what's been going? What's been the news at the UPS? Breaking news.
Okay, so I don't know how your start times go, but the last 2 weeks we've started at like 11:20 to 11:30, which is really late, and we get out at like 2:30, so we only get like 3 hours of work.
Yep.
But it's just I don't understand why. Maybe it's just because like
dude, I would get out at 5.
Management, they want to save money.
Dude, we would be there fucking forever.
Yeah,
but
they'd rather fuck us and just shove everything into 3 hours instead of letting us have like a 5-hour shift and actually doing good at our jobs.
But for the most part, it's been pretty light work just because there's only been that much time. So, you haven't missed that much, so it's not too bad. So how long have you been not working exactly?
Next week is going to be my 3rd week off, and then I'm going back to work.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully you get the benefit of not working very many hours since you're coming back from a
Hopefully
surgery.
Hopefully I can convince them to give me disability.
Disability.
I've already been off, so they don't have to worry about me getting disability and then stealing the money. Like I was already not there, so.
Oh my God. But yeah, so anyways, thanks to everybody listening. We'll hope to see you in the next episode. Or maybe the next Griffin episode if you're just Griffin's big fan. You're only here for the crossover.
Yeah, Griffin will.
So probably most of you.
Griffin will promote this episode.
Yeah. So, but thank you to the algorithm for sponsoring us.
Episode 31 specifically.
Yeah, specific only 31.
That is the big episode.
Yeah.
Shit gets good.
So, but yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
We love you.
Bye.